Okay. Let's test your audio levels. Start talking.
Hello? Talking. Hello. Testing. Audio levels. Please put the Family Guy clips on a small box so I can actually see the clips. Oh, that's what I never did. I never looked at the comments of the last one.
Oh, well, it's fine. Like I said, this is going to be a short one since, obviously I'm going to be streaming a lot after this.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Still haven't technically started. I mean,
says you're live?
Yeah, I know. I'm live. I just mean the stream hasn't. Or, I mean, the podcast hasn't. That's what I meant.
Oh, I see Sam.
Yeah, Sam's here. I have Sam. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Welcome back to Chudcast, episode 14, and this was a pretty slow news week. So there's really only one thing I think anyone actually cares about that happened. That I mean, the leakers more or less are like, yeah, Hans is gay, and it was never confirmed until now. IGN, the first fucking video IGN releases about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is how to romance Hans. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Yeah. So, yep. Yeah, Hans is gay. Henry can be gay. We basically already talked about it. Devin, you haven't played the game, so you don't know who Hans is.
Did you read the guide of how to do the gay?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as like any BioWare game. When you see the hearts come up in the dialogue, you pick it.
Okay, so it's not hidden at all, like, the fat guy said.
It's yes, fat. Yes, with the T.
With the T. Yeah, what other letter would it be?
Anyway, yeah, no, yeah, I saw a screenshot too. I don't know if it's like on a different video or what, but Worthaby apparently said like all of us chuddies are racist and homophobic or whatever.
That's good.
So, yeah, that's good. Good look. Anyway, I guess we can... I don't want to spoil, obviously, even though I think most of my audience is not going to buy the game now. But I do want to see how the romance unfolds for myself, I guess.
No, you have to do it.
I have to do it.
Gay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, you already know what happened in Dragon's Dogma 2, and don't worry, everyone reminded me. Well, you might have forgot. Oh, well, you remember how... Well, you haven't played Dragon's Dogma 1, but do you remember what I told you how the romance system works?
No, I don't.
Okay, short version, every character has an affinity attached to them, and the more you interact with them, the more their affinity goes up. You're supposed to do romance quests to guarantee, like, your waifu is the character with the highest affinity. In Dragon's Dogma...
You did the romance quest with a guy?
No, I didn't do any of them.
Oh.
So because I didn't
so it just gave you the guy by default?
Yes, it gave me the black guy knight as my... Yeah, Yeah, so we're going to have a repeat of that, I guess, except unfortunately this time will probably be deliberate.
Yep. You have to see how blatant it is.
Yeah.
Because how he pilled it is it's completely out of the way. It's not forced down your throat at all, And I seem to highly doubt that.
Well, yeah, it's not forced in the same way that BioWare doesn't force you to romance any specific character, but it's forced that the fucking gay dialogue even comes up. That's forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
we already talked about it, that it's like, this whole idea, it's just more options, bro. Well, there's plenty of options they don't give us that I would have rather had.
Yeah, so...
And Henry's is he the one... like the noble dude who is an asshole but becomes your buddy?
Hans is, the love interest. Henry is your character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hans is the yes, that is who Hans is. And
we already talked about this a little bit, but it's like, this is like I think it comes from female writers, because like the idea of a male friend cannot exist anymore. Like any male friends have to be gay, and it's because women don't have friends and have no idea what a friend is,
Yeah. Oh, sorry to derail this for a second, but in case there's even a single semi-talented artist who still watches me, please produce that meme in our inventory, but it's them too. I'm begging you. I need it for the thumbnail. I'll pay you an exposure. No. But seriously, the meme world needs it. I need it for my thumbnail. Feel free to put your Synth Toucans in the thumbnail. I'm sure, in the chat. I'm sure somebody will produce this meme, even if none of you guys do. But anyway, to get into the Hans being gay thing. So, I told you this already privately. Chat knows this if they watched the last stream. But if you own the Hans DLC for the original game, you have to complete his quest to get the final credit scene, right? Like, you still finish the game and you're in like the epilogue part, but to ride off into the sunset, which directly leads into the sequel, you have to complete Hans' quest line. He won't leave until he pursues his true love, which is some random butcher's daughter, right? That he's in love with, right? So he is straight. He's clearly straight. Don't get me wrong. He is fruity. We made a shit ton of jokes about the signs were always there. Because there's a lot of shit that is like, that is kind of gay. But let's be honest, like, that has happened to all of us. Okay, like, it's just how men are. Like, we do kind of gay shit growing up all the time. I like, not literally, but like, there's always this weird shit that happens, especially growing up. These characters were supposed to be teenagers. I know they look like they're in their like late 20s or something, but they're supposed to be teenagers. So, yeah, it's, I'll admit, like, some of the shit was a little gay, for sure. But they're straight. They're fucking straight characters. But yes, don't worry. In the review, I'll be pulling up the clip. So I'm like, that's kind of gay. That's kind of gay. I see it. I can see it.
I think Hans being gay isn't even as much of a problem as the main character being gay. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be your chud insert, and now all you chuds are gay. As long as you buy the game, that is.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't even hear what you just said.
You're gay.
Say that again.
I called you gay. Is
okay,
the point.
all right.
There's no...
Seems legit. Now that's just... that was the most true that you've been on this podcast ever to the day-to-day life.
Yeah, just calling you gay. And
yeah, pretty much. But anyway, so that being said, like, there's many examples of male French. You look at like 80s movies. I mean, okay, some of the shit was kind of gay. Like, I think of Top Gun, and I'm like, yeah, that was gay.
But what you really need to look at is Gilgamesh. Right?
Yep.
This goes all the way. Real male friendship, when viewed from a like female lens, is gay. Right?
Yes.
Like the Epic of Gilgamesh, you're fucking a bitch with your best bro while holding hands. That's the straightest thing you can do. Only through like female perversion has that been made gay.
Yes.
And that's like the original story. So.
So yes, this is all throughout history. There's many examples of this kind of stuff. So that's the problem. Is like we're kind of in a situation where, kind of how scholars with 3 parentheses have said that Greece and Rome were secretly like mega gay civilizations, right? Even though it makes no sense if you think about it for 2 seconds. Now we're getting into ancient Czech civilization, Bohemia, is also super gay, unless after this scene they both get stoned to death or something, which I don't think so. I don't think so.
Chat is like out, like the few. Some people aren't, but a lot of chat are outing themselves as brainlets of not knowing what Gilgamesh is.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, they probably don't.
You have to know
Gilgamesh.
Go read Gilgamesh if you haven't. It's literally the original story.
I wouldn't be shocked if most people only know Gilgamesh for like Final Fantasy or something.
No, what they know it from is Fate. That's what I keep seeing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because he's a character in Fate.
I keep forgetting my fucking audience is full of like the waifu Coomer people. I mean, It makes sense. Honestly, it does. But regardless, shit. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, the point is, that's why everyone was like, as soon as they revealed, oh, Henry can be gay in this game, everyone thought of Hans immediately, because we all knew he's the most, like, fruity character. You know? So they're like, okay, yes. I mean, he is straight. He's very straight. But is he? You know, but is he? But the thing is, okay, to get back to the point, the DLC is like 4 hours long. You go on this huge-ass fetch quest to help out your bro, be his wingman, do all this shit. You, like, track down his, like, grandmother's, like, necklace, and I killed multiple innocent people to do it. They weren't innocent. They weren't innocent. None of them are innocent. Anyway, but regardless, no, they were in a bandit camp. They weren't innocent. I lost the gambling. I got mad. I threatened the guy. He gave it up willingly. And then in a totally unrelated incident, I got attacked by humans, and then that dude happened to show up, and I killed him and all the humans. So, you know, he died anyway. But whatever. The point is, to get back to the point, you do that. You help him. You find a charlatan and brew up some magical cologne, I guess. You know, it's supposed to be irresistible cologne. Makes him break out in acne. You sneak the necklace into the butcher's daughter's, like, chest, like, as a gift, and then you help him do, like, a Cyrano de Bergerac type thing, where you're, like, reading poetry for him to say, right? Like, in the bushes, you're feeding him lines, and it's pretty funny. But you go through all this, he gets rejected because he's acting like a creeper, you know, just a kind of a weirdo, retard type. You know, his dreams are crushed, you know, classic just comedy shit, and then you ride off into the sunset, and then what? He just decides, if I can't have women, I guess I'll be gay? I mean, what? How does this happen?
A true incel experience.
Yeah.
Except now it's
these days he put on he'll become a woman. Exactly. I was gonna say it worse. If I can't get
the woman, I'll be the woman.
Yep, that's exactly. See, Hans is trans coded. Say it now. I want to see it in Dead Domain's next video. Hans is trans coded.
That means Henry is back to being straight. We've looped around.
Yeah, loops back around. Okay, anyway, yes, Hans Bottoms. I don't think the sex scene's in here, but someone... Oh, yeah, it is. Wait a minute. IGN got away with this? Where's IGN's strike on their fucking channel? I'm scrolling through this right now. Look at... I'm not going to blow that up, because I don't want YouTube to see it. But,
try not to get another strike.
Where the fuck is IGN's strike on their... This is bullshit. This is so targeted. I hate YouTube so much. It's unreal. Anyway, the point is, I literally proved me correct. The Teresa sex scene gets me a warning strike. The gay sex scene and IGN can post it just fine. Fuck you. Fuck you, YouTube. Goddamn, I hate you. All right, well, I think we've said enough about this situation. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, that was the biggest news, I guess. And yes, don't worry, I'll be streaming the game, you know, not too long after the stream ends. So I'll just probably eat my lunch/dinner and then get back online. All right, Multiversus is dead. Now, I'm not sure how much of this audience cares about this, to be honest. Maybe some of you guys played this. I didn't. I just saw streamers shilling the beta or whatever.
Yeah, I played it when it was a beta, before they relaunched it.
Yeah.
And it was very mediocre. I mean, it's kind of fun just having a co-op, like Smash clone you can play on your computer, but very mediocre. And then they shut it down because it wasn't making enough money, relaunched it, and it was even worse than it ever was before. So now it's dead.
Yeah, I heard about when it relaunched, they made it like, you know, they tried to monetize it super heavily. It's like completely missing the fucking point. It's like people play Smash Bros. Because you get to play every important Nintendo character at base launch, and then you can buy the extra like crossover characters if you want, or, you know, they'll make you played, so you know they made like the other characters OP. I guess all fighting games do this shit where like they'll sell an OP character.
I stopped playing before that was a problem. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, like before they even added one new character, I was already bored of it and had stopped playing. But yeah, I heard it was something like for free. In order to get a new character, you'd have to play every day for like a month straight, and then you could get one new character. And that's like not even the new characters. I think for the ones that just come out, it was like 3 months. So it was just like absurdly monetized.
Yeah.
And the game wasn't even fun. So you can't have whales when the game's not fun.
Yeah, I'm just I'm looking at the roster real quick. So we got, oh god, what the fuck? They put the, no way, is that who I think that is? Hold on, I need to double check this shit. This might be worse than I
none
thought.
of these characters were even in when I played. That's crazy. I'm surprised they added this many while the game was dying.
It would be a DC Comics. Hold on. If this is who I think it is, this is way worse than I think.
Yeah, actually, the characters are showing right now, not a single one of them was in the game when I played.
Yeah. Maybe I was thinking of someone else. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so we got a black female queen who becomes...
Who is... Do you know who that is?
Yeah, she's the black female queen of Themyscira, you know, like that's Wonder Woman's people. So we got the black female Wonder Woman who nobody knows
Wonder Woman
or cares
black?
about. No.
Okay, how can she be a queen? It's an island. They can't have multiple races.
Yeah, I know, and there's supposed to be... I don't know, dude. I was skimming the DC Comics page. She was reborn as an Amazonian or something. That's what the page said as I was reading it.
Okay.
Maybe someone in chat is a huge DC Comics fan or whatever. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 16, 24, 32. So 33 characters. And I don't know how many the base roster is before you have to earn any of this pay to win shit.
I think it's only 3. I think it's 3. And then they have, you know, they work like a MOBA with rotational gods.
So let me get this straight. You have
characters.
3 base characters. Smash is like 80. Has like fucking 80 or whatever it is. Smash Ultimate. Even if we go back to Smash 1, it's like 25, right? You get like 20 to 25 characters, whatever Smash 1 or Melee had a little bit more, obviously, without unlocking anything. This has like 3, and you have to pay. Was this a free play game?
12.
12. Okay. 12's not as bad.
People, I mean, one
guess.
guy. I don't. He might just be lying.
Also, what the fuck dude? This is the power of DC. Who the fuck is Rain Dog? Who is?
No, that's an original character. Rain Dog is original.
Oh, really?
He's the one and only original character.
Oh, that's ass. Okay.
Yep. It's bad.
I mean, some of these are funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like LeBron James is funny.
No, people are saying Smash had 12 originally. Yeah, I still think this one's 3.
Smash 1 only had 12. Okay. So Smash 1 had 12. It was an N64 game. You know, and there was nothing like it before that. You know, Melee has what, like 25, something like that. And then we
Ultimate's like 103 or something.
Yeah, Ultimate after all the DLC is like 100. Yeah, and we have this, and this is not locked to anything. Like at least Smash in the beginning was supposed to be Nintendo. They branched out from that, but at the end of the day, most of the characters are known for being Nintendo, except for fucking like Cloud and Sephiroth. But the point is, most of them are, you know, somewhat featured Nintendo characters. Warner Brothers, this is the power of all their properties. I mean, like, I don't know.
And they even waited to like do most of the good characters. Like Powerpuff Girls wasn't in the original. Samurai Jack wasn't in the original. Joker wasn't in the original. I know the Rick and Morty stuff wasn't in. Like by the time they came out, no one cared about Rick and Morty anymore.
Like some of this shit feels like buying into memes too hard. Like Banana Guard. I mean, imagine if Sony made like... not just their games, but also the film
of this game.
Yeah. But like, this is too early for this shit. Like, imagine if Sony had Morbius as a character. It's like, what? Why is Banana Guard here?
Maybe just because Sony didn't have good IPs, but you know, the Sony Smash clone had a bunch of characters like that. Like it had Toru.
Yeah, to be fair, for Japan, that makes sense. But yes, yeah, like PlayStation All Stars. Yeah, its roster was not great, to be honest, because that game had like a shoestring budget. if PlayStation All-Stars is made today, I guarantee it'd probably be the same situation as Multiversus. They would just try and monetize it as hard as possible. Don't bother to pay for any of the, the fact they didn't have Spyro and Crash. I'll never fucking, dude, that makes me so goddamn mad.
Did they own? Wait, did they have Ratchet?
Yeah, Ratchet was in, Jack was in,
okay.
Most of the, like...
Do they even own Spyro and Crash?
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, they paid for Raiden. They paid for, I'm struggling to remember PlayStation All-Stars roster. But they did pay for some third parties, but they didn't pay for Spyro or Crash. It's like, dude, these are, like, literally my goddamn childhood. Some of the most iconic PlayStation characters. Yes, Sony doesn't own them, but they didn't own fucking Raiden. They didn't own, whatever the other characters were. I feel like booting up PlayStation All-Stars now.
I feel like most of them were owned, though.
Yeah, I think most of them were.
Killzone Guy was the character I played, because he had a sniper
rifle.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah, Colonel Raddick. Yeah, I forgot he was the character.
That character's so
They were
stupid.
scrubbing the bottom of the barrel so hard. It's funny, you think Sony... Like, Sony, if they made that today and could only feature, like, characters that have been used in the past, like, 5 to 10 years, it would be even worse. It would legitimately be an even worse roster if they made that game now. Because
one of the problems with it, I remember one of the first characters they added that was new was Black Adam to, like, go with the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And they were, like, super big, like, advertising and stuff, but no one cares about Black Adam. He's not even the right Black Adam because he's white. And the
where's
movie
The
was
Rock?
shit and no one watched it. Yeah,
they couldn't pay for The Rock's likeness. That wasn't.
Yeah, I guess not.
At least as a skin, was it a premium skin? Maybe that.
I don't think so. I know skins were like retarded in this game too. Like $25 or something.
Oh shit! It is. It is. I just found it. The Man in Black. Yeah, they do have The Rock. There you go. Hell yeah. That's so stupid. It's unreal. All right, I'm glad. Okay. All right. That's not so bad. No. It's not so bad. I'm glad it shut down though, because this seemed like a piece of shit.
A Man in Black. But
this is dumb though, man. This is dumb. All right. Anyway, moving on. This is the type of thing I feel like I'd ramble out forever though, because it doesn't feel like a real game. But we'll move on. All right. Expedition 33. Gets a fucking movie deal when the game isn't even out yet. Oh my god.
And that's the RPG one.
Yes. It's sad because now I'm like, all right, the game's gonna be shit then.
Yeah,
like probably. It's like I had some small hope that it could be something interesting. Obviously, I hate the overly realistic art style, but I think the rest of it.
Isn't it French? This game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should have known it was gonna be bad.
Listen, the French have produced some things. I mean...
Like what?
Listen, Ubisoft, once upon a time, was a decent company.
Name one!
What do you mean? Far Cry 3 is good. Okay?
I got
Assassin's Creed 2 is good. Yeah, that is funny as hell. I can't remember if I've ever said that on stream. But yeah, Devin legitimately... The game auto-saved while I was driving off of a cliff, and his car blew up. And so he was just in an infinite loop of dying.
Yeah.
And, I don't think Far Cry 3 had more than one save. Like,
no, it
all the other ones.
PS3. Yeah.
Yeah, all the other ones after that, you could load like previous saves, I'm pretty sure. But Far Cry 3 just had one save, so he got fucked.
Good times. I don't know, are you excited for this movie? I am. I love video game movies.
Yeah, I'm excited for the movie for the game that's not even out yet and probably won't be good.
I didn't save this piece of news because it's the Sonic movie is now the second highest grossing video game movie.
Holy shit,
it's not really worth it to call it news because it's only second. Yeah. But I think we're going to get a lot more of these garbage video game movies, but I think they've learned at this point that they're just going to make kids movies. Because number 1 is the Mario movie, and number 2 is the Sonic movie, and they like completely eclipse everything below them. Except I think number 3 is Detective Pikachu. So they're literally all kids movies. So... Like, I don't know why.
Because gamers are man-children.
No, that's not the part I'm confused about. I'm confused why they keep greenlighting these clearly adult video game movies when no one watches them.
Especially when they don't even commit.
Yeah.
Like, did you see any of the Uncharted movie? I can't remember.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. It's awful.
Yeah, man. Oh my god. That's one of the dumbest fucking things Sony has ever done. People watch that shit.
Especially,
anyway.
didn't it take them like 12 years or something that they were on and off making that movie, and then by the time it comes out, it's dog shit? Why did they have fucking 13-year-old jailbait Spider-Man as Nathan Drake?
Yeah, I don't like how you said that. Anyway, but
am I wrong? Am I lying?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Do you want your action hero to be a Navy SEAL's concubine? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see that. I can't do. No, we can't do this. Nathan Drake's in his 30s. Why did they fucking do that?
Isn't Spider-Man in his 30s at this point, or like late 20s? He just looks like a child.
The actor, I don't know how old he is really, but yeah, he's I think he's around our age. But yes, he does look like a child for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, someone in chat will say it, I'm sure. I don't feel like looking it up.
Someone said he's 55. I don't think
yeah,
that's
he's
right.
55. Sammy's barking. He's 26. Yeah, so he's okay, yeah. All right, moving on. I don't care about this. All right, this is not really news. This is like a rumor, but whatever. Fuck it. It's a slow news week. Kepler on future Xbox consoles. I think Nadella will pull the plug soon. So this guy is like a leaker who's been right about. He's an insider, an industry insider, and a leaker. But basically, he's been right about shit in the past. I didn't really care about looking into it. I'll be honest, at all. The thing is, the point of this news some random guy who may or may not have credentials said that Xbox probably isn't going to make any more consoles. We all know that they've been heading this direction for years, so the validity of this news is not important. It's more like just the topic that Xbox is finally maybe going to pull out of making consoles, right, and just be a service. You know, the fact that Microsoft is now going to put Xbox exclusives on Sony consoles should really tell you that, yeah, I mean, they're testing the waters of bailing on the console market.
The question is, why did they buy all those studios? They didn't make any games.
The world may never know.
To sell a console.
Yeah, you'd think it was to sell Game Pass, but then they shut down the fucking Hi-Fi Rush devs, even though a shit ton of people played that. I didn't, though. It never will. But
it's not very
just
good.
to piss off chat. Yeah, and you don't even like it. Yeah,
dude, it's just a mediocre action beat 'em up game with rhythm mechanics for no reason.
But Devin, don't you like lesbians?
Nope. Never have.
Are you sure?
Yep. Not unless they have a penis.
Yeah. I don't know if any Yu-Gi-Oh characters, any Yu-Gi-Oh females have penis. I don't think so, unfortunately.
I don't think they would ever say that.
Yeah, that's because they're cowards. They're fucking cowards.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, no, it's a children's card game.
Lady Lab has a penis. Just letting you guys know.
That's probably true. That's probably true. Anyway, but no.
Anyway, the real question of this is: will anyone replace Xbox? Or will just be Sony monopoly on like the normie market, on the FIFA market?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sony's dead to me. But yes,
here's my guess. Right, if Microsoft stops making consoles, they will make gaming dedicated PCs and like advertise them as consoles, and they'll run Windows and all that stuff.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. It's just, this is one of those things where I haven't cared about the console wars in so long that I feel nothing. You know, I mean, teenage me would be like, holy shit, Xbox is dead. Yeah, fuck them. But, you know, me now, I'm like, yeah, but every team sucks. Even Nintendo isn't that good. So,
yep.
Yeah.
You're not excited for Switch 2, which is exactly the same thing as Switch 1, which was like totally super great, guys. Trust me. Haven't you played Odyssey? The game's amazing.
Yep, Donkey approved.
They never could have done that on the Wii.
Yeah. Yep. It looks worse than Galaxy.
It does. It really does.
It definitely looks worse than Galaxy. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I feel nothing. I'm apathetic. All right.
I feel nothing.
Okay, Yong Ya review, since there's not much to talk about this podcast.
Yeah, review.
So Yong Ya played 4 hours of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and he has concerns. Let's hear his concerns. Fuck it.
So there is a lot riding on Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. If you've been keeping up with Ubisoft, you know that the company is in a lot of trouble. A bunch of their projects got delayed. All
right, hold on. I'm pausing the video. Also, we didn't sync it up. I didn't know if you wanted to sync it up.
Yeah, we can. I was just watching from your stream.
Sophia. The dogs want out of here desperately.
They can't. They can't.
Desperately. Yeah, I know. Go lay down. Go.
Put Soph in your lap.
She won't get in my lap. You know she won't.
You could try.
If she comes back.
Or at least, like, put her front paws on the desk so people can see her face.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Okay, so I'm at 16 seconds. Do you want to sync it?
Okay. Let me find the video. Are you subscribed to Yong Ya?
No.
No?
No.
Were you ever subscribed to Yong Ya?
No, actually, no. This
isn't even from a week. This is 11 days ago. Why wasn't this in our last?
Yeah, we should have reviewed this last week. Fuck it, whatever. We'll just skim through it a little bit, and then we'll just talk about Link to the Past for a while, and then that'll probably be it. Because, like I said, we're gonna be playing probably 5 hours of Kingdom Come 2 today, so this is not gonna be a long Chudcast.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Got situations like the layoffs and the studio shutdowns, their major releases not meeting sales expectations. They are hoping that Assassin's Creed Shadows
Why isn't this character
bring
black?
them back from the rut.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I'm going to turn down the video a little. But basically, what people were saying, I heard, I think it was early reviewers talking about it. And also, there was like internal rumors that the delay was to remove some of the Yasuke content from the game. But what early players were saying, and I'm wondering if Yong Ya also says this, is that basically Yasuke feels way shittier to play than Naue because Naue is just like playing an assassin in any of the other games. She can do the stealth, she can do the fighting, she can do all the things. Whereas Yasuke is just like, the big lumbering dude. It's like if you played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but you couldn't do like the climbing stuff, so it's basically just like the ground combat, so it's even shittier.
Yeah, which has always been shitty in Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that part's not really important. What you have to ask yourself is, would you rather play as a woman or a black guy?
That's the impossible choice. The real choice is don't buy the game. Like, you know what I mean?
Choice, but you're gonna buy it, so.
Yeah, I have to pick Japanese woman between those two, unfortunately, in this case.
Damn, Kobe trans confirmed.
You put me between a rock and a hard place, dude.
I'd be a black man. That's an easy answer. We're the white one.
Well, on the stream, don't worry. We will be slaughtering the Japanese populace and making a lot of Mutt's Law related jokes. Okay, I'm gonna turn him back up.
Gameplay session presented. I'll be honest with you, neither of the protagonists are particularly interesting. They don't have any like personality quirks that stand out. They don't have any like awesome chemistry that make their interactions compelling. Nothing in these initial hours showed anything interesting that drew me to these characters. Hopefully that will change
speed up by
time.
50%.
I will say that in terms of gameplay, Yasuke and Naue do feel quite different. Yasuke definitely feels like that bulldozer, the hammer, if you will, who will trounce through enemies and combat scenarios. Naue is definitely more about agility, about being stealthy. If Yasuke is the hammer, then Naue would be the scalpel. She can still hold her own in combat. You'll just have an easier time.
That feels like it was written by Chat GPT.
It does, yeah.
Oh my god.
And not to mention that with Yasuke, for example, doing parkour is just a lot more awkward because of how slow and chonky he is, whereas Naue just kind of breezes through obstacles and environments.
Yeah,
she has all the right tools for stealth. And so it's a matter of what kind of approach you want to take with every mission, with every scenario, whether you want to just like literally bust through the front doors, which Yasuke can do, or whether you want to kind of take it through the roof
This
or through
is
the
like
shadows. And I'd say the
this game's
moment-to-moment gameplay
racist,
of the two
right?
characters,
Because
as much
Yasuke
as
Yeah,
should
obviously.
run
it's
faster.
relatively good
There's
at the
no way
combat.
he's running.
Yeah, what the
slower.
hell? He should run faster, jump higher, you know, shoot hoops better too. What the fuck?
Yeah, where's his basketball? I would do a complete 180 on this game if you like carried around a basketball and like pelted people with it.
It feels like it's just not the most refined combat system.
This is fucking stupid, man. This is fucking stupid. I hate this, man. Like you really are choosing between like really gay black power fantasy or like, you know, stupid female supremacy, like cringe. I don't know. It's all bad. Like I hate this. This is like, this feels like this game was made to piss me off. Except not me so much because I'm not a weeb, but like the version of me that's like a fucking full-blown like weeb loves Japan type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, dude, this just feels like another Joker too, where it's like, oh, you guys like Japan? You think Japan's super cool, Chud? Well, we're gonna fill it with a black guy and a woman, and they're gonna be the coolest Japanese people ever.
It just makes assassination feel a little more.
And not one time is he gonna talk about white women or watermelon, even though you really want him to.
Well, there's no white women here.
He'll find them. He needs to find where they're at. That's the story.
Yeah, true.
That's
He's trying to escape to find the white women.
They do try to make exploration and going after quest objectives a little more engaging by having the system where you can send a scout and you can kind of pull that up on your map. And
This is so dumb, dude.
This isn't a real game. That's why it pisses me off so much. People being like, how I know you're racist is you don't care about the gameplay. It's a game. Everyone knows the gameplay is going to be bad. It's always been bad. None of these games have been good. They're all turn your brain off games. The gameplay has never mattered.
Yeah, I mean, this is stealth games for babies. There's no consequences. The stealth's super easy. You know, it's like, dude, like, I remember playing the last one, which people seem to forget even exists. But in Assassin's Creed Mirage, like, you throw a smoke bomb and you can stab, like, 5 fucking people to death for free. Like, what's to stop you from just, like, stocking up on smoke bombs constantly, and then you auto-win every fight in the entire game? Like, these games are, like, exactly what you said. They're completely brain-dead. They're more about the vibes, you know? Like, yes, the earlier ones... Well, even the earlier ones. Like, I remember, like, countering in Assassin's Creed 2 was, like, super OP. You know, you just wait for an enemy to attack, then you instantly kill, you know, by countering it. It's like, it's shit like that. Where it's like, these games have always been very, you know, mindless, easy, but they are fun. They're a good power fantasy, except, you know, they milked it dry, and now somehow the games have even gotten worse. It's not even like, they're not even iterating on each other. Like, you know, Far Cry 4 was the same as Far Cry 3, but it did make small improvements. It sped up, like, the progression, you know, like, you could get all the end game tools from the previous one, like, way faster, right? Which is good and bad, but the point is, like, each Assassin's Creed game now almost feels worse than the last one, really, which is, like, crazy. I don't even know how that's possible.
I mean, we might get there eventually, but I do have a theory that the original Assassin's Creed games were only good because they're novel. Like, I can't really imagine going back to Assassin's Creed 1 and being like, man, this is a real great game.
Yeah, I did, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
I actually streamed the first one again. I'm like, you know what, this is kind of cool, but, like, I feel like the things people like about this game to say it's better than the other ones are just weird personal taste stuff, you know? Like people kind of fillet how the movement takes more skill in the first game, in the sense that if you use certain things, like, you can climb a lot faster, right? And the game, it feels like the way the buildings are designed in the sandbox is a lot more deliberate, in that, you know, if you just mindlessly hold R1, then, you know, guards can actually catch up to you, shoot you with arrows, etc., that kind of thing. But for me, like, climbing always felt like a chore, so I don't give a shit about any of that. What I do give a shit about is the entire game is the same exact formula, where you, like, get clues where the guy is, you get the mission, you sneak in, you kill him, and then you do that exact same thing over and over and over again. I don't even remember how many times, like 9 times or something, but it literally is just you go to a city, track target, get target mission, kill, rinse and repeat. And that's all the game is. That's all the game is.
Right.
And I'm worried if I ever played Assassin's Creed 2 again, I'd be like, you know, I've already played this a million times. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it has a better story, definitely a better character. Ezio is easily the best protagonist out of all of them, but like at the same time,
until Yasuke, that is.
Yeah, until now. But still, you know, the gameplay is the same fucking gameplay. These games have no replayability. They're designed not to be replayable. They're designed that you buy the new one that comes out every other year, you know?
Yep.
We stopped listening to, or I stopped listening to
I've been listening this whole time.
Did you say anything about you?
No.
Okay, well, good review. Anyway,
Yeah.
check out Young, yeah.
It's sort of like you doing the Yang Yeah review and you're not even subscribed. You're like...
Hold on, let's hear him say Young out. I'll skip to the end where it says Young out.
Okay.
Stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
Why does he say it like that? Why does he say it like that?
Autism.
Yeah, it seems like it. It definitely seems like an autistic tick. Like he has to do the weird voice. Young out. All right. Okay. We finally are gonna get started on the 1991 games now.
Hooray!
For once, it's not bad that I only played one game because Link to the Past is easily the longest and most meaty game that we have covered yet. So,
did you beat it?
Yes.
That's good.
I beat it late last night and got kind of annoyed, but we'll get into that. Okay, so you start off, I guess, as I pull this up.
You start.
Me start? Me start? I'll pull up footage right now.
I don't want to start with negativity because
right, because you're going to shit on it immediately. Why is wrong with you?
I don't know, man. Because this is one of my childhood games. Like, if you asked me as a kid what my favorite games ever was, this might be one. You know, it might be 1 or 2 or 3, right? And replaying it now, it's obviously not there anymore. You know, so I was greatly disappointed. It's like if you played Spyro again for the first time and realized you don't like it that much.
Yeah, that has happened with certain games. Like, not recently, but I remember when I like replayed Croc as a teenager, and I'm like, God damn, Croc sucks.
It's not that bad. I don't think it's not Croc.
Yeah, it's not. No. Link to the Past is definitely better than Croc for sure. I only played this a little bit when we were kids, so this is my first time finishing it, and it's definitely good. Like, the quality is super high again compared to a lot of the shit we played, but it really feels like this is a sequel. Because this is a different time. This is something me and you talked about a little, I think yesterday, where it's like this was made in a time where, like, you know, this could be the only game you play for 6 months or something, right? And people were super ambitious. Like, these game devs, they're like, we want to put everything into the sequel, everything we couldn't make in the first game, right? And that's what Link to the Past feels like. They had every single fucking idea made it in, basically. Where it's like, it's got 10 fucking dungeons, you know, 2 versions of the overworld. And yeah, the overworld's a little smaller than the first game, but when you combine the 2 together, it's way bigger. It's got way more shit, way more varied gameplay, etc., but it's too much. It's too much. I'll be honest. It's too much. I got sick of it by the end. Clearly, you thought even less than I did. So I guess you can talk about your disappointment.
I think what you're saying, the too many dungeons thing is partly our fault by the way we're playing it. Where if you play it where if at any point you get confused, you just look at a guide and you're playing it straight through just trying to finish the game, then the pacing is not good because you're spending 90% of your time in dungeons, which is just in an absurd ratio.
Yeah, there's
like,
too many
as I played it
dungeons.
as a kid, never looking up anything up and only playing the game like an hour at a time, you do spend a lot of time just wandering around the overworld because you don't know where to go. Right? So I think, and that's the intended way to play the game. So that's like partially our fault, but there's nothing you can do about it. That's just like the reality of how you play games today. So like by modern standards, this game's pacing is kind of dog shit. Because I was definitely getting sick of the dungeons.
Yeah, it was.
The gameplay in the dungeons is very similar.
The thing that's kind of weird too is like in the light world in the beginning, you're basically guided. Like you get objectives, you're told where to go on the map. But once you get to Dark World, it opens up, but not really. Like it's not like Zelda 1 where you can literally do all the dungeons out of order in Dark World, because some of them require like the hook shot or the Titan glove or whatever to actually get through it.
Yep.
And so yeah, you can do a few of them out of order, but ultimately like they literally tell you here. I'll skip ahead.
They give you a number.
Yeah, they
right?
show
Like
the numbers
1,
of the
2,
intended
3.
order.
And you really should do it in that order. I didn't, just because I wanted to wander around and see what it's like. But getting the blue tunic first is, or maybe second, whatever it is, early. Point is getting it early is pretty important. It makes the game way less annoying.
Yeah, I wish I had gotten it first, but at the same time, that was probably the second most annoying dungeon to me. Like so many rooms in this water dungeon like feel like you just take damage, like you just like can't, it's almost unavoidable between those water things that bounce off the walls and the little fire dudes. Like I was getting pelted, plus I forgot to
I think it's the ice dungeon that gives you the tunic.
Oh yeah,
this one.
yeah, you're right. Wrong
but
one.
yeah, I do agree with you though, this dungeon's annoying as
I
fuck.
hate this fucking dungeon. Yeah, I should have done the ice dungeon. I'm trying to think. The ice dungeon, I also got my ass beat, though, by the fucking penguins. But that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the penguins aren't... They move in a straight line, so once you realize that, it's not as bad. But, like, I don't know. The ice physics were tilting me. A lot of the dungeons in Dark World are pissing me off, I'll be honest. Like, a lot of them were pissing me off.
I 100% agree with you. I think it's because fairies exist. Because you can have 3 fairies at all times, the game it's not forced damage. Technically, you don't have to get hit, but it's basically forced damage like everywhere, and it's very annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot of times you'll walk through a door and literally one of those invincible bouncy skull things just touches you in less than half a second. And it's like, are you kidding? Especially like a few of the later dungeons, you need magic. Like the second last one, you have to make the platform. Hold on, let me skip ahead. I'm just jumping around
like
the footage
the spawn
here.
Wand that
the
blocks.
Yeah, the cane of whatever the fuck it's called.
Of caning.
Yeah, you need magic power for that. You need fire for stuff.
I think fire you actually can, like the lantern you can use with no magic, I think.
Oh yeah.
I might be wrong.
Right, yeah, here's the dungeon. Yeah, so, like, I don't know, there's a lot of shit. Part of it I was getting tilted to and not thinking, because the cape makes you invincible. The blue cane is OP as fuck. That's how I beat Ganon, because I was getting so mad.
I don't think I ever got that. What's the blue cane do?
It makes you completely invincible, but drains your magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's insane. Here, I'll just show the final boss. I literally was just like, fuck Ganon, I'm cheesing his ass. Because, like, he's not even hard, but, like, I was playing late at night, and my reflexes are slowing down, so, like, when he gets to the part where, hold on, I'll just skip to, like, the final attempt so I can show you. Unlike the magic cape, which makes you invisible, so you can't really do stuff, the cane, you literally can just play. Like, if you see right there, you activate it, and then you can still attack, and you're just invincible. It's OP.
Yeah. Where do you find that?
You get it on Death Mountain. There's in Light World, there's a room where it's literally just a huge trail of spikes, and use the cape. Use the cape to walk through the spikes.
Yeah, by the time I did Death Mountain last for the Dark World dungeon, by that point I was done with the game. I was just like speed running.
Yeah. It's just weird, like, again, maybe in a post-Dark Souls world, my brain is kind of, like, flipped. But I don't like that the dungeons are way harder than the bosses. I mean, I still died to a few. The bosses definitely but that was more because I was panicking because I'm like, I just got through this brutal ass dungeon, don't want to do it again, so I would make obvious fuck ups.
Yeah, part of it, the game's just kind of weird because of fairies. The balance is very strange. Where it feels like you can basically do whatever you want, even though you're like constantly getting hit. It doesn't matter until you run out of fairies. Then you're like, oh shit, I guess I should have been paying attention. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like the game's not actually hard. It's just the game teaches you to not pay attention, and you end up fucking yourself because.
I mean, you get so much money in this game. There's nothing stopping you from like walking around with 3 fairies or 3, potions that fill your magic and health all the way. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like you have 999 right here.
Yeah.
I also had 999, like basically constantly. The game gives you way too much money.
Yeah, I don't have no idea why. It even gives you like 10 different ways to make a bunch of money at that, on top of already giving you too much money, which is very weird. But
yeah, it's strange. In Zelda 1, you could at least buy keys, which, I mean, I know a lot of people hate, but like if you don't have anything to spend your money on, it just kind of feels weird.
Yeah. Also, this, you could say this is a skill issue or whatever.
Yeah, look at you getting.
But I was getting so goddamn tilted by the PS4 D-pad. I think I'm gonna pull out a different controller.
It's so bad. I was trying to talk to you about that for a while. That the PS4 D-pad is horrible.
Yeah,
I'm
like this.
So ready for us to get to 3D games.
Yeah. I was so tempted because like. I could have switched it to analog, but I don't think that would have helped much, honestly. See, this is the part where I'm like, fuck this guy. I'm going to use my invincible fucking cane and just hit him until he dies, you know?
Yep.
It's like, I don't know, man. This is a game where I feel like the first half, I thought it was awesome. And then, like, slowly over the course of the second half, I just got more and more, like, annoyed with the game, you know? It's too much. It's just too much.
I think I felt about the same the whole time. Mostly because I just, like, immediately hit the realization that this isn't the game I remember, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why you have to play the games again, like, within the last 2 or 3 years, or you're a retard and you don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. So,
NES games.
This is to bring up ancient drama, I guess. Do you think Ego Raptor was right that this is better than Ocarina of Time?
Yeah. Ocarina of Time's dog shit.
Yeah.
The game's bad. Anyone who likes it.
I gotta probably play Ocarina of Time again because I only played it one time. But I guess I've only played this once. It's hard to say because I feel like they both sort of have their advantages, but they're also both flawed, but for different reasons. Like, I feel like Ocarina of Time, the problem is, like, it has, like, a lot of movie game-esque stuff. It has less exploration, and I like the Zelda exploration a lot, obviously. There's stuff in... Again, Ocarina of Time is one of those games that is ahead of its time, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, some of the shit is just bad that it's ahead of its time. Like, the movie game-esque stuff. You know, it's like... Link is a fucking silent protagonist. Like, you're not gonna make, like, a very engaging story if the main character has no real input in the story, you know? So having a minimal story benefits, you know, a silent protagonist, right? So the story is fine for what it is. It's not, like, super involved. It's not like it's got 100 hours of cutscenes or something. But I also don't think, like, there's certain shit that people talk about, you know, since it's slightly before our time. But, like, playing it later, you're like, okay, but who really gives a fuck? Like, Sheik being Zelda, like, what does that matter? Like, it's not... I mean, maybe... I don't know. Maybe that made some kids develop weird fetishes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it's important.
Yeah. Like, when I played it, I'm like, oh, well, I already knew, obviously, because of Smash, but that's irrelevant. The point is, like, in the context of the game, I'm like, this, I don't know, this didn't really matter that much. You know, it's like, I guess Zelda not being completely useless is the twist, right? Zelda actually doing something. Not a lot, though, but she does something. Yeah,
that's the other weird thing about people talking about that twist, is it doesn't actually, like, matter almost at all.
Yeah.
Like, Sheik was never that big of a play. It's like saying, oh, did you know Zelda's actually the owl, too? It's like, oh, that's crazy.
Wow, I hate Zelda more. Wow, crazy.
Super cool. But I just think the combat in that game is dog shit, and it has similar to what I found out about this game is the ratio between dungeon to not dungeon is not very good.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I know there's nothing wrong with comparing, obviously, two games in the same franchise, even if they're sort of different genres, but it is like they don't play the same, really. I mean, yeah, they both have overly simplistic combat, but in a 2D game like this, that's fine. In Ocarina of Time, yeah, the combat is bad, and that's something, like, you can't ignore that. You can't. I mean, especially, I think a lot of people in this audience, I'm sure, agree with that anyway, because I know, you know, my fans like action games. You know, that's why they try and shill me Devil May Cry every 5 seconds, you know?
Yep.
So like, playing something like Ocarina of Time where the combat is like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah,
like,
it's literally just wait, block, hit, wait, block, hit. It's so bad.
And even when people try and defend it and say, oh, you can do more stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, but that stuff like breaks the combat. Like, you know, the type of stuff where you're abusing the block stab to get way more hits in, like, that's not intended for you to have like double DPS. It's just because like the combat was almost an afterthought because they're, you know, they were still 2D Zelda brained when they made Ocarina of Time, you know what I mean?
Yep. But we didn't even play that game. Why are we talking about Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just because it's always like, I just think of the old sequelitis back when, you know, Eager Raptor actually made.
Yeah, what do you think about
content.
Mega Man compared to Mega Man X2? Isn't that the other one he did?
Yeah, he did one on Mega Man versus Mega Man X. Or was it Mega Man 2 versus Mega Man X? I don't know.
I think that
the
was
fuck
more
he did.
positive, though. Because Mega Man X is just kind of better.
Mega Man X is
Really.
definitely good, but I don't know. This probably wouldn't surprise too many people, but I didn't finish it when I played it. I think I only played like half, but that's just because like you guys know I have a super low attention span. For when we get to that year, I'll play all the way through it because this game's is super short. But like at the time, like I wasn't exactly starved for choice. That's a lot of. Honestly, a lot of like me either not playing a game or only playing a bit of a game is just because I just pick one of the Samantha, please. I pick one of the other dozens of games I could be playing, you know, and whatever. You know, people will be like, why'd you pick this much shittier game? Like, you know, nowadays that'd be Breakers. You know, I picked to play Breakers instead of playing Ninja Gaiden or whatever the fuck, right? It's just like, I don't know. I like Breakers. What do you want from me?
Yeah, it's autism. It's just
yeah, exactly.
Real answer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. What are my final thoughts on Link to the Past? I would say it is definitely a good game. It's one of the better games we played on this plane. We don't even
better than
have a
every
name for
NES
this.
game. That's the question.
Kinda. I mean, it's weird to say that because like it is, but you know, there's something I admire about like NES games not overstaying their welcome. You know, there's so many long games now. Link to the Past is over 10 hours, which is absurdly long for the time it came out. You know?
Yeah.
It's like that's crazy. But but when it came out, that's really what made it so good. You know, but nowadays I like shorter games. You know, I really do. So by the end of this, like I really don't. Let me just tell you, like, the later dungeons are fucking annoying. I don't know what your nostalgia might remember. I don't know if... I haven't really been looking at chat to know if they disagree. But a few of those Dark World dungeons are just fucking annoying. Okay? Like this dungeon that's on the screen, I didn't even know what I was fucking doing for, like, a lot of it. And then, like, there's a puzzle where you have to bomb a ceiling. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say this. I didn't know you could pick up and throw bombs until way too late, which, you know, that's a me problem, not the game's problem. But you have to bomb a ceiling because like you rescue a princess, you know it's not the princess, obviously, you know it's the fucking boss. And he says take her outside, right? I said that in a weird way. Whatever. He says take me outside. And then when you go outside, he's like, "No, don't go this way." And then when you try to go upstairs, he's like, "Don't go this way." And if you do go, he leaves you. But because what you're supposed to do is bomb the fucking ceiling and then bring him into the boss room. That's not what he asked. You know, I just got annihilated there too. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, And I had to go back for resources because I had no potions or fairies when I went into that dungeon. But anyway, the point is, I don't know, shit annoyed me. I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like, yeah, like this is the first 5 hours of the game, really enjoyed it, and then just, I don't know, it overstayed its welcome. That's pretty much a short version. But it is a high quality game, for sure.
Now, it's fucked to say, but I think there are multiple times playing this that I'm like, I don't want to finish this, but I'll do it just for the podcast or whatever. I don't think I ever thought that playing the first Legend of Zelda. I think I just kind of enjoyed it and wanted to keep playing, which is because this is like definitely a better game. There's no way this is a worse game, but I definitely wanted to play the original more, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you said it's better than every NES game, but is it better than Super Mario Bros. 3?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, like, honestly, it's like, I don't know. It's a question of, are we asking, do I like it more? Or are we asking, do I think it's an objectively better game? You know what I mean? That is the question. I do think Link to the Past is an objectively better game than the NES games we played.
Okay, someone just accused us of lying about beating Zelda without a guide. Where did you need a guide?
Yeah, no, we beat Zelda without a guide.
What in that game needed a guide?
The only 2 things I used a guide for were the last 2 heart pieces. That was it.
And I just didn't get all the heart pieces.
Jesus Christ. Getting an ass beating by some of these bosses, I'm getting upset.
Well, now chat's just doing it to be contrarians. But I genuinely don't know, like, what's, like, the confusing part. Kobe brute forced Lost Woods, and I never did it. You can just go around. Yeah,
I even showed that on the stream. I brute forced Lost Woods. Because it's only 3 directions. There's not that many combinations that it could be.
Yeah, I'm like, that game isn't obtuse at all. Like, there's almost nothing secret. Like, there are a ton, except the heart pieces, which I didn't get all of.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't use a guide, guys. They just watch Eager Raptor's video about how to beat it 15 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, show Eager Raptor. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
He's trolling.
That's good. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, that's good, at least. That this is the first SNES game that's just better than all NES games, supposedly, according to you. I don't know if I agree. I think I probably like Mario 3 better.
I think I also like Mario 3 better, but that's just because, I don't know, I like platformers, and I don't know, there's just shit in this game that tilted me. It was, a lot of it was the controls, which isn't the game's fault. That's I think the controller, legitimately. But
yeah.
No, I think I do like Mario Bros. 3 better as well. All right, we're not gonna rank these because I mean we still got, how many other games were there that we're gonna play? At least 3,
a lot.
Right?
I don't know how many we're actually gonna end up playing, but it's a pretty big list.
Yeah.
The one I already played was Super Castlevania. So you definitely have to play that.
Yeah.
Because that's better than every NES Castlevania. Fuck you, chat. The NES ones are bad. Big surprise.
Contra 3. Yeah, wait, actually, did we ever address that? I think we did.
Yes, we did. We said last time. Any co-op game, we're going to do all together.
Yeah, we're going to do, the co-op, yeah, exactly. When we play co-op games, we'll cover a bunch at a time. So we're just skipping co-op for now. We'll come back to them. So yeah, okay. All right. I guess that's probably, yeah. We'll cover super chats and then we'll close it out.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm just skipping to the last Ganon attempt, I guess. All right. Hold on. Just bringing up super chats. That's a random name. Thanks to 5 Canadian. Don't censor the prolapse scene, and it's in Kingdom Come 2. It'll be worth all the strikes. No, it won't. You want me to be banned? Worth all the strikes for us to see Daniel Vavra's masterpiece Goatsy Simulator. I love Israel, by the way. Just watch the IGN video. Game Sense, thanks to the $10. 150,000 F-slurs bought this game on Steam and playing it. Vavra swimming in the shekels. he scammed. Oh, swimming in the shekels, he scammed off the people who deserve this shit. Or of the people who deserve this shit. Hope you tear this a new one, even though Henry's hole is already gaped. Well, I don't know if this makes it much better, but I think Hans is the bottom in that scene. But regardless. Anyway, Sean Septum, thanks for $5. Can't wait for Lord Hans Gapion rim job scene. His last name is Capon. That's where gape on, or yeah, gape on. Yeah, rim job scene. Also, where's the mold jack, you bastard? Yeah, we need a mold soy jack. Did anyone ever make one?
Not that I know of.
The artist formerly known as Sneed, thanks to the $5. Friends can't even be rivals. Fujo shopped Joker X Akechi, a literal psychopath who killed train conductors in Haru's dad. Yeah, well, women love that
What
shit.
is he talking about?
That's Persona 5, I believe. I didn't play Persona 5, but yeah, of course, yeah, women love psychopaths, and for some reason they like gay shit too. I'll never quite understand that. But
I don't know.
Who knows? Wiz Division Productions, thanks for $5. 21 Kiloton wants to be on Chudcast. Is that true? Chop Chop Synth, homie cooked with this new vid. Dude chose the path of the Chud, unlike we're the sellout. Well, I'll definitely have to check out the new vid. That'd be a good one for Chudcast, though. I think actually he'd be one of the most appropriate.
What kind of videos does he make?
Chud. So he is a game reviewer. He's. Oh my god, I'm so mad. This was at like almost 4 a.m, and like when I realized Ganon knocking you into the pit resets the fight, I fucking like almost lost my shit. Anyway, so back to I show me where he said he wants to be on Chudcast. I guess I'll try to contact him, or he should contact me or something, but that sounds good to me. Games, but yeah, 21 Kiloton, he reviews games sometimes. He doesn't upload that much, but it's definitely right-wing stuff more blatantly than Worth to Buy used to be. Game Sense, thanks to the $2. Super straight synth toucan. What the egad, thanks to $2. Sent you an email for Chudcast. Hold on, let's see. What? Oh, wait, I think I heard about this. Oh, my God. All right, well, maybe I'll bring this up later. But yes, I did hear, this is something I forgot to mention for Chudcast. One of the leaks, well, it was a more recent leak, so it's even more likely to be true considering, it was right before the game came out, is that there is, I think it said it was part of the main quest, that you help out some Jews. And, Daniel Vavra is Jewish. That's a fact, not a statement or anything. Anything, of course.
It's a fact and not a statement.
Yes, I gotta make that clear. That's not an accusation. This is a fact. God damn it, dude. I'm watching the gameplay and I'm getting mad. Anyway, so... we'll have to see that when I play through it, but I'm not going to comment on this other stuff during Chudcast since this is public on the channel. But yeah, let's just say, the woke levels maybe even more than we thought, depending on how true the statements were.
You have to save our people, Kobe.
That's a random name, thanks to 5 Canadian. The more things change, the more they remain the same. Femgroids ruin everything because their sole contribution to human advancement is birthing kids. I'm not gonna go on a rant about any woman-related things right now, but I mean, ignoring the femgroid insult, women birthing kids, there's nothing wrong with that on its own at all. But whatever. Let's not get into that. I know what you meant. Mixavi, thanks to the $2. Yay, my favorite Jewish podcast. Yep, get ready to help us, Goy, and Kingdom Come Deliverance too. The artist formerly known as Sneed, thanks to $2. Worth a buy, more like worth a slur. That's a random name, thanks to 5 Canadian. The ancients understood this very well. That is why they've been gate-kept from all positions of power. All they touch turns fake and gay. I love Israel. All right.
I love, without the context, everything sounds like nonsense.
Yes. Well, it's not too different from what he normally says. Creators Freedom, thanks to the $2. Ew, so gay. Go woke, went broke back. Well, there was an article that said that Kingdom Come 2 is the Brokeback Mountain of RPGs or something.
That sounds true.
I think purposely to trigger the chuds or whatever, but it should tell you something that journalists are openly shilling this one when they were calling the first one mega racist, so just remember that.
Yeah, I think that has more to do with who invested in it than even the woke stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just all of a sudden, this is a mega popular, big budget game that everyone's excited for, and it's like, no one gave a fuck about any of this shit. What are you talking about? Yeah,
do you know, I looked at the completion percentage on Steam. Only 11% of people have beaten the first game, so that's half the normal rate. So, yeah. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with the first game in that sense. I mean, it makes sense to me, having played it for sure. But like, this is not exactly like the first game already, lost half its normal fans, basically, is what that means in my head. So yep. This game being like massively kind of like overhyped, I don't like that, especially because they probably made like this one a lot more normie friendly, but I guess
I mean,
see.
That's why they put the woke shit in. It's, yep. All of a sudden super pushed by everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks to the $5. Did you see the pic of Jaden Smith at the Grammys with the house on his head?
It's funny.
Great. It's called a cuck castle, and I'm sending Worth a buy one. Okay, so you have seen this? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's literally he wore a hat, basically, that's a giant black castle.
Oh.
It looks very silly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good to see everything.
It's more of a helmet, because he's a retard.
Everything's going great in the Will Smith household.
Yep.
What is it with celebrities and abusing their kids? Can that stop? Is that
no?
No.
How would they get their roles if you can't ass rape them?
Yeah. Well, you didn't have to say it like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess selling your kid's booty is how you stay famous, but yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Kane's Games, thanks for $5. You should add Poir or a golden Poir as a membership icon. Well, here's the thing, though. By the time the 1-year icon is out, Breakers will basically be dead. So I don't know. Is that even worth it?
Make it Sam.
I could make it Sam. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. For 1 year, we can have like another membership icon.
Breakers 2 will happen. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, there's no Breakers 2. We must spread the Poir until he's recognized as a hate symbol. I don't think that's ever happening.
Dude, that'd be so fucking
cool.
Can
you imagine if the FBI's like, here's an icon of this domestic terrorist group and it's fucking Poir?
Dude, I'm not saying anything, but if something happens and someone has to write, like a list of some kind, put Poir in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Creators Freedom, thanks to the $2. The time of Poir is over, back to the normal. I don't know what that means. Also, Breakers is still getting updates, okay? So, Poir is only over when Breakers is. Yeah, well, 6 months... that could be soon to some, I guess. Wiz Division Production. What the fuck what are you girls doing? They're fucking losing it. Wiz Division Productions, thanks to the $2. They should have added Dark Magician Girl for synth. Added to that was at 353. What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Maybe Multiversus? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, probably.
That'd be a cool character.
It would be cool.
It wouldn't fit at all, but... Tidia TDA, thanks to the €2. I bet you they'll make the redhead black. in fuck. What were we talking about then?
33.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And yes, they will.
Yes. That would be. I mean, at this point, it's basically a joke. So it'd be kind of funny. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks to the $2. Give Sammy her own mic. I can't hear her over Devin. Hold on. Since Sofa's next to me, let's see if she'll get in my lap. Come here. Yeah, I gotta. She won't do it with the headphones on. No, god damn it. I took the headphones off. She thought I was getting up. She's gonna get scared of the cable. I'm gonna see if I can get her. Come here, Soph.
Can you get her, like, just put her paws on the desk?
She's resisting. Come here. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Is she on camera? Yeah, she can.
Yes, yeah.
It's okay, Soph. She's nibbling. All right.
Finally, we get to see Soph emotes. It's almost only Sam emotes.
Okay. We gotta I might have to go through these fast because I think the dog's gotta go out, and we gotta. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
do you
I don't
think
even know
you can?
If they can though.
Yeah. Well, here you can go check while I'm reading these super chats.
They
if you
can't.
want. Okay.
But I mean, I just have to look out my window.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Class Mystery, thanks to the 100 pesos. The Sonic movie universe is already tainted by Zionist propaganda because the Knuckles show literally had a 1 minute long scene of. I talked about this. I saw it. 1 minute.
Knuckles is one of us.
Yes. Knuckles is one of us. You know, his echidnas got killed by giant owls in the movie universe, like Jews got killed in the Holocaust. Isn't that great? Anyway,
is that like a thing? Is that the autism people in the chat?
No, they made that up. That literally, that's how little Sega gives a fuck about like the movie universe having any cohesion with the games. That they just, they didn't care at all. I guess.
What are they, like owl people, or are they legitimately just giant owls?
It was like a one-off joke. I don't think they even showed any owls. Then again, did anyone even watch the Knuckles show? I have no idea.
Isn't there an owl in the surfboard game? Sonic Riders?
I don't know if any
kill
of those birds is supposed to be an owl or not. I have no idea.
Knuckles genocide.
All right, another 50 pesos from Klaus. My main IDW Sonic Comics artist is a pedo who loves drawing chest scars. What? On Shadow and Sonic. He did it 5+ times. You know what kind of chest scar?
Who is this?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's whoever the current Sonic artist is working for IDW. I don't read any of those
Chris
comics. Yeah, Chris Chan. Okay. Anyway. Blocky Orbits, thanks to the $2. Henry Kingdom comes out of the closet. Yeah.
Yep.
Mega Rock and Rolla, thanks to the $2. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has no food of waifus, but it has femboys. Yeah, it's sad. The absolute state.
True.
The absolute state of Yu-Gi-Oh! GameSense, thanks to the $10. Microsoft bought Bethesda especially to keep Starfield out of PlayStation. They bought Activision so that COD might bring more people for Game Pass, lol. All this was in the court document against the FCC, but they still lost. Yes, and now fucking their games are going to be on PlayStation anyway, so it's like, I don't know.
Pointless.
Obviously, it didn't work out. You arrived the house right, thanks to the $2. Hey, Debin, do you want to hear Yong singing?
I do.
You've heard it, haven't you already?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah. GameSense, thanks to the $2. We was Samurai and shit.
Yep.
Fake Cell, Fake Pants, Schizoid, thanks to $5. I was looking forward to Kobe saying, beat his monkey ass! in his exaggerated swagger of a teenage black man voice as he plays as Yasuke. Yeah, well, fuck it. Well, I'll be doing it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Rock Paladin, thanks to the $25. Chudliest cast. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's us. Games, thanks to the $5. Why'd you put a portrait of you? Oh. Wish you hadn't said
Finish
that.
it.
A portrait
What is
of
it?
you and Deben in the bottom left. Kinda sus, dude. That's gross.
Okay, I see.
Anyway, just some guy, thanks to the $2. Curse you for that thumbnail throwing up. That's a screenshot from the game.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what to tell you. That I literally ripped that from IGN's video. Juan Man Riot, thanks to the $20. No message. Tidia TDA, thanks to €5. I was about to insult Devin for denying A Link to the Past is the best game of all time, but he's based for hating Ocarina of Time and its waiting simulator gameplay. Yep. Yeah, neither one of us is like a super fan of Zelda, honestly, anyway.
no.
You know? So, I mean, you know, I played a few, but none of them are really my favorite games. I'm sure if I played Twilight Princess again, I'd be like, man, this is boring.
That's what happened to me. Didn't make it past the water temple. Or, like, I made it right past the water temple and stopped after that.
I forgot they just randomly have chain chomps in Link to the Past. That is kind of cool.
Yep.
Anyway, WizDivision Productions, thanks to $2. Sammy, please.
He sent that right as you said it, too. Like, he said
Yeah.
that right before you screamed, Sammy, please.
Natty, thanks to the £5. Synth, have you heard of the Kino Casino? Yes. And would you go on if invited? I've already said yes to that. They never invited me. So, I don't.
Don't they have a big fat guy on that?
Yes. If people want to see me, like, you know, basically get trolled, but I don't know if they realize how shameless I've become over time. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. But but it's like it's literally just for the DSP meme, basically. And it's like I don't even really give a fuck about the DSP meme, so it's just kind of man, I'm getting so angry at myself because like I knew where the turn was, but I was clearly getting tired at this point. Like, that's another thing too. I didn't need to die here. I have the cape. You can just turn the cape on and walk past the fucking beams. But I was getting frustrated. Anyway, whatever. I'll keep going with super chats. Bob, thanks to the 5 Canadian. Remember Tome, Terrain Magical Expertise? It was big 6 years ago. A Flash cartoon from Kerbifer about VR and people's OCs fighting inside. No, I never watched that. That's clearly
I do
past
remember
my time.
Kerbifer, though.
Yeah, I know who Kerbifer is, but no, I didn't watch that shit. I mean, if it was only 6 years ago, that I was 23. Most of that shit I watched when I was a teenager, that kind of stuff. Sheepherder 911, thanks to $5. You could review Shadowrun on Sega/Super Nintendo. Sega version's better, TBH. Post-apocalyptic cyberpunk top-down RPG. Yeah, I know what Shadowrun is. I remember getting in a discussion with chat about it because people didn't know that this furries, which is weird to me because like that's actually kind of a part of the setting. Because
I
it's
played
supposed
it and
to be.
didn't know there were furries.
Yeah, it's basically cyberpunk but with D&D elements. Like it has fantasy elements. So they incorporated, you know, fantasy creatures, including furries, into the setting. And I don't know, that was kind of weird that people didn't know
I'm
that.
apparently the furry guy. I should have known that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's not really a big part of the games, probably. I don't know.
No, I stopped playing. I played the one that's on PC. I don't know how many are on PC, but one of them. And I quit after the tutorial because it's dog shit. But if there were furries, maybe I have to go back.
Well, you know, I mean, if people didn't know, I guess it's just not really part of the games. I mean, I have to imagine they have, like, goblins or orcs or something at least, right?
There are guns. So you're, like, shooting people.
Well, yeah, I know. It's cyberpunk, but it's fantasy and cyberpunk. That's my point. Like, the big bosses of the setting are dragons. Like, they're dragons in disguise. You know, as humans. Anyway, whatever. Moving on.
Like real life.
Uriah L, thanks to the $10. Dude, Zelda 1's so easy, no guide necessary. How the F are you supposed to know you need silver arrows to deliver the final blow? The fuck's my magic sword for?
I mean, I played Link to the Past first, so I
mean,
knew.
Isn't the silver arrows in the last dungeon? If I remember right?
Yeah, Zelda I think 1?
So you assume that the item that you find in the dungeon is what you need to beat the boss. That doesn't seem that complicated. I don't exactly.
I think part of that is just playing every other Zelda game before that one.
Yeah,
like,
that's
once you know
true.
how Zelda games work, it's extremely obvious.
Yeah. Retardicus 2, thanks to the 5 Brazilian. Hold on. Can Henry kill the schnozzes in the game? Well, we're going to find that out. We're going to try, at least. More choices are always good, but if they're part of the main quest, the answer is no. I mean, Kingdom Come 1 was the same way. If you, you couldn't kill main quest essential NPCs for obvious reasons. So if they're part of the main quest, like I saw in the leak, then no, we probably can't kill the ones that matter. Oh yeah, and he says Worth the Shield told me so. Yeah, well, and to be fair, Worth By even said the ability to kill a shit ton of people is good. So I don't know how he would possibly spin that to be somehow bad if we wanted to kill those people, right?
Yep.
Anyway, AOX Dog, thanks to the membership. Hoping to see you embrace your heritage of Kingdom Come 2. Oh, this took me fucking forever because this is a heart piece in that, you know, you can dig up a heart piece. It took me like 10 tries or something. Yeah, well, I know what you're implying by embrace my heritage, but that's not how our Henry is. Our Henry is he has latent African genetics that he wants to express. We'll say that's more like what my playstyle was. Anyway,
so you know Italians aren't white.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wiz Division Productions, thanks to the $5. Poir is sexy, your new unpaid PR manager. Reached out to him on his Kingdom Come 2 video, and he responded on Poir's Sexy's post, sending email with pic now. Oh my god. Alright. What is Poir's Sexy getting my channel into trouble on my behalf? Is that what's fucking happening now?
that might be the worst possible PR manager, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe you want your channel deleted. That's a good.
Yeah, sounds that way.
Pay us and maybe we'll try harder.
Oh, I see. He meant reached out to 21 Kiloton. Oh, I saw. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to see if I can get in contact with him later. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. I just assumed it meant Worth By. Anyway, yeah. Ryan Bond, thanks to the membership. No message. That's a random name, thanks to the 5 Canadian. Will Smith's entire family and his own behavior proves without a doubt that you can take the... Oh my god, here we go again. Takes the monkey out of the savannah, but not the savannah out of the monkey. There you go. That's something. The artist formerly known as Sneed, thanks to the $2. Thoughts on Hassan wearing a maid outfit in Japan? What? I'm not even looking that up.
Doesn't surprise me, though.
Dick Pinasecki, thanks to... Wait a minute, didn't Hassan just say that Destiny had some weird sex cult shit going on, and then he goes and fucking wears a maid outfit? Alright, this, like, I'm getting tired of this. This is too much. This is too much this shit going on. I almost said the word, I held it back. But there's too much of that kind of shit going on with these people,
fat
man.
People, too much fat
yeah, very fat. Very fat. Dick Pinasecki, thanks $5.56. Inwards. Like N-words. I Must Come, thanks to the $10. Just wanted to say, bring back the crystal. I'm still in there, and I don't know how to get out. Well, I'll free you from the crystal. Don't worry. You've accepted that the Chuds won this time. Thankfully. At least Trump is doing stuff. But we're not going to get into that. Lude Skywalker, thanks to the $2. Noe probably gets blacked at the end to humiliate Japs. Actually, yeah, I think they did confirm that basically happens, didn't they? I think they said that you can pursue a romance between the two. Guys, I don't think I'm doing that one. I might do the gay Hans romance.
I like how,
but I don't think I'll do it.
Than you being gay, it's better than.
But it's different.
Japanese people.
The Hans one is funny, sort of. It's funny and horrible. Whereas the Naue thing is like, it's humiliation. I'm not engaging in a humiliation ritual if I have a choice. Okay.
How is the Hans thing not a humiliation?
No, that's funny, kind of. It's funny. It's because it's optional,
you're gay.
though.
That's what I'm learning from this. That the women don't.
Chat wants to see it.
Part of the penis. It's the penis part that you like.
I don't know, Devin. Would you rather get blacked self-inserting as Japanese woman? And I know you're gonna say, "Oh, don't self-insert. Oh, you don't have to self-insert. Don't say that. You're an NPC. You always self-insert."
I'm not gay. I'm not doing the gay thing. You can't pay me to do the gay thing. I'm not doing it. I'll play 8 million furry games before I be gay.
Listen,
it is funny though. I do agree.
I just don't want to do it. Yeah, you do agree with me. I thought so. I
didn't say it wasn't funny. It is.
Yeah,
funny.
it is funny.
I'm just calling you gay, which you are.
This is the part where I forgot about the hook shot, even though it's literally in my inventory. Can you believe that? What the? It literally is in my inventory, and I'm like, I don't know how to get over
Don't you remember? I was standing behind you.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, oh, you know, you could just use the hook shot there.
Dude, my brain sometimes when I'm playing these fucking games, like it's just like ooh, wow, that was hard puzzle. Anyway, and I don't even have the big key anyway, so
yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know, man. They're both pretty fucking bad. That's an impossible choice, but you have to pick one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're doing one. You're already doing one.
Yeah, listen, chat wanted to see it. They told me. That's
Chad's
what they
gay
said.
Too. I don't know what you want here.
They said it. Okay, all right. Hold on. This 3 more come in. Ricardo Cum Socks, thanks to the $2. Put Poir is sexy in the banner. No. The artist formerly known as Sneed, thanks to $2. Destiny, but spelled weird. Destiny has been accused by 5 women plus blackmailed. That is funny.
Yep.
That is funny. I heard even Turkey Tom sweared off his lover.
No.
Yeah. That's because Turkey Tom isn't even a human. Like, he's a soulless husk of a creature.
He'll just go back to Critical. That's his other boyfriend.
Yeah, true. Itidia TDA, thanks to the €2. I plan to goon to Naue, don't make it into NTR shit. I didn't do it. Ubisoft did it. I mean, I don't know what you expected either. I mean, and of all the things
you knew it was gonna happen. You can't have a male and female protagonist, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why do you think, like, all these shitty Japanese gacha shit, including Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way, never has, like, a canon male-female relationship, you know? Which, I don't understand why that makes...
What do you mean? Branded.
Oh, that's true, but that's blacked. See?
Yeah, that's true.
See, Yu-Gi-Oh! God damn it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Why?
Oh, God. What about Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl?
Dark Magician Girl's just his, student. Okay?
It's
There's nothing weird about that.
Then Yugi? Is Yugi the boy?
I just don't understand. Someone needs to explain the Japanese mind of why they think it's acceptable to make a woman a lesbian as if she's still pure. Have Japanese people never met a lesbian before? I'm assuming they haven't.
Most Japanese people who are into this kind of stuff haven't met a person before.
Yeah, that sounds like it. It sounds like it. All right, whatever. That was last super chat. We don't need to ramble. I'll make stupid jokes like this on the stream, I guess, because we might have to try to get the dogs out if they can't wait any longer. All right.
Yeah. Here, let me check the guy's still here.
All right. Well, that's about it for this episode of Chudcast.
Yeah. No, he left. We can let the dogs out.
All right. Cool. We kind of a light week, but we're gonna be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so I'll be back online within 2 hours. That's about it. See you next time.
Bye, chat.